Coming up is our Tip of the Week segment. This is a segment where we show you a trick or two on how to use a certain feature on your phone or in a given app. If you have a tip that you would like to share with our listeners, feel free to send us such a tip to contact us at blindandroidusers.com. And now for this week's episode, here's your Tip of the Week. Let's now move on to the last segment, and that's the Tip of the Week. And this week we're talking about using the scanning feature found in the Gboard. Here's that little demonstration on how to go about activating the scanning feature found in Gboard. Hi, Warren here for Blind Android Users Podcast. For episode 253, Tip of the Week, this is demonstrating how to use the scanning feature found in Gboard. For today's demonstration, I'm utilizing my Galaxy S23 Plus running One UI 8. Yes, indeed, I finally got the One UI 8 on this Galaxy S23 Plus, which is the equivalent of Android 16. For Android accessibility, this is version 16.0. In order to be able to use the scanning feature found in Gboard, one needs to tap on Open Features and then tap on Scan. I will navigate to Keep Notes, for example, and from here, I will go into the features of Gboard. Open Keep Notes.
Just a sec. Keep Notes. Open Navigation Drawer. Button.
I am in Keep Notes, and I'm going to go into Add New Text.
Create a Note. Button. Close.
Here we are in Create a Note, and I'm going to tap on Create New Note.
New Text Note. Button. Note opened. Showing English, US, QWERTY. Navigate up, note title, note, help me create a list.
So what we want to do here is to find that open feature found above the letter Q.
Open Features menu.
When you tap on Open Features menu, there are rows of items in here. The last row at the bottom has the scanning feature. I'm going to put my finger down around the last part of the rows and find the scan.
Scan text with OCR.
Here's Scan Text with OCR.
Take picture. But take a photo of words to scan.
If you haven't used it before, it will ask you to allow access to your camera. I will now move on to a little piece of text that I just printed out, and I will scan it. I do want to mention here in passing, however, that it doesn't have a guidance feature, so it's not going to be able to guide you. This is intended for those quick moments that you have something handy that you just want to scan. Maybe you're typing something or sending someone a message, and there's a piece of paper with some information that you want to give to them. For example, you are in Telegram and you want to attach something or you want to scan some text to someone. You could just tap that and then tap on Take Picture. I'll now move on to that piece of text and see what we can get.
Take pic. Hello and welcome to the Blind Android Users Podcast.
There's what I just captured. Now, if you move your finger to the right, this is at the bottom, and to the right is an insert.
Insert text.
And I'm going to try to read it.
Editing. Hello and welcome to the Blind Android Users Podcast. October 25th, 2025. We would like to invite you to our fourth and final open listener session of 2025. Plan on joining us and get to ask these developers some of your questions. Edit box.
And that's what it is. There are some few errors in there because I typed this. I think it skipped something, but that would happen now and then. As I indicated, though, this is not a good solution, but just a quick solution in the event that you want something handy and it's right there, you could use that. And that concludes this week's Tip of the Week. And as always, if you like what we're doing, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for listening.
So thank you for demonstrating the feature. However, it looks like the feature is geo-restricted, like the Google features, like whatever, Google is used to doing this. So I'm not surprised. So I tried it on my phone using the latest beta of Gboard. I couldn't find anything related to scanning in the features. So I don't know why they decided that it should be only available in certain countries. But yeah, I will just check later and see if it'll reach my device. But for now, it's not there. So if you try to find it and you don't just, you have to know that it's a Google feature. So you just should expect that it could be not in your country.
But that's kind of strange, though. This is why I decided to do it on a Samsung device, because I didn't want to do it on my Pixel, which may seem kind of maybe exclusive to the Pixel phones. But it was there on my Galaxy S23 Plus as well as on my Pixel 10 Pro XL. So I'm kind of surprised, though, because it's just part of the Google Gboard feature. And I'm surprised are you sure, though, Karen, you checked through all of it and you didn't find it? Maybe now that you have the One UI, you need to look again, because that's it with my One UI 8 on my S23 Plus.
In fact, when you did the demonstration, I was already on One UI 8. So I tried with One UI 8, and actually, the bottom row doesn't have anything except the translation. So I don't know what's the point, but actually I'm not surprised.
Are you sure you're using the Gboard? Because you should at least have in there things like translate, text editing. What else is there, John?
The bottom
there are a bunch
row.
of stuff in there.
Yeah,
so when you tap on open the menu or feature menu, it's a whole page. It has lots
indeed.
of stuff
I mean the bottom row. Actually, you have the text editing, you have the clipboard, you have those are the floating, the one-handed mode. But
exactly. The one
up the bottom is the
scanning.
Translation. No scanning.
Maybe yours is somewhere in the middle. You may have to look again.
I'll try again, but I tried actually. I tried with TalkBack, but nothing.
Yeah, this is with TalkBack, but I don't think TalkBack matters whether one is using some other screen reader like Joshua or the Prudence or whatever. I don't think it would matter necessarily, because it's not coming from the screen readers, from Gboard, right?
Yeah, but it's slightly problematic sometimes when you try to activate these features with Joshua, because sometimes it just activates the feature when you're exploring the screen. So instead of focusing on exploring the features, you end up just going back to the list of features after you activate a certain feature unintentionally. Saleh, do you have the feature?
I'm not using Gboard.
Are you using Samsung keyboard?
Yeah, I'm Samsung and Braille keyboard.
I forgot that you use Braille keyboard.
Yeah.